I've been on a fair amount of dates in my lifetime. And I don't say that to brag at all. I say that because I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned a lot from those mistakes. And one thing I've learned from a lot of female friends of mine, as well as from the women I date, is that there's a lot that guys could be doing better to just get better at this whole dating thing. Now, I don't want this video to be me saying how terrible us guys are and women are perfect and there's nothing they do wrong and they're perfect in every single way. That's not the point of this video. This video is supposed to be an encouragement to guys to be the best possible dater you can be, if dater is a word. I want us to have the best possible experience and give the women that we pursue the best experience possible. So here's just a few tips that I've noticed and I picked up on from my experience and from my female relationships in the past. Step 1. Be confident. I cannot tell you how many guys have told me, I want to ask her out, but I'm just not 100% sure. How do I know if she's really interested? How do I know she's going to say yes? This, and this. And they just make excuse after excuse after excuse. And I hear from girls on the flip side, I don't know why he won't ask me out. I'm sending him every signal possible. I'm texting him. I'm asking about his day. I touch his arm when I'm with him, and he won't ask me out. Granted, there is the rare situation where the guy doesn't like the girl, and in that case, he should make that clear if it's confusing for her. But other than that, what do you have to lose, guys? You ask her out, she says no. Great. You move on with your life. Ask someone else out later. She says yes, great. You guys get to go on a date, get to know each other better, continue the relationship. So be courageous. Take a risk, ask a girl out, you have nothing to lose. Number 2, call it a date. I know so many girls that have been confused because the guy just says, hey, let's just hang out. Hey, let's just stargaze, let's just get dinner or coffee or go to a movie or this or that or that. And she's like, are we friends, or is this a date, or does he like me, or is he just testing the waters, or what's going on here? Guys, the definition of a date is getting to know each other to see if you want to have a relationship in the future. Call it a date. You want to get to know her, you're attracted to her, you think she's cute. Call it a date. You have nothing to lose by doing that either. I know it's scary to ask a girl on a date, but do it. Help clarify things. It's a date. You get to know her, she gets to know you. Maybe it won't work out, maybe it will. Just call it a date. Okay, so you've asked her on a date and she said yes, and the big night is coming up. What are you gonna do? I just have a couple really small tips that have been mentioned to me in the past that have been very noticed by women. 1, don't overthink it. You're not getting married tonight. You don't have to decide if she's the one you're gonna marry tonight on the first date, or the second date, or the third date, or the fourth date. The purpose of dating is to take baby steps toward a marriage. Make a plan, make reservations, know where you're going. You can double check it with her, but it's not polite and it's not courteous to just show up at her doorstep and say, hey, so what do you want to do? Are you hungry? No, just make a plan. Say, hey, we're going to get dinner. I'm going to pick you up at this time. By the way, pick her up. Don't say, hey, meet me at the restaurant. Hey, meet me at my house. This. Just pick her up at her house. It's the polite and manly thing to do. Next, open the door for her. I know that this is kind of a lost art among guys my age, and I apologize for that, but open the door for her. It's not because she's too weak to open it herself, it's because it's polite and she notices when you serve her in that way. When you're on the date, ask questions. Ask questions. Don't talk about yourself the whole time. Don't try to impress her, just be yourself. And to be honest, the most impressive types of people are those that can listen really well. So ask questions, listen to her answers, remember what she tells you about her life, and then listen some more. That's the best possible way you can act on a date. Also, I'm just gonna cross the line here and just say, pay. If you ask her on a date, you should be the one paying. My last tip for guys on a date, if you're nervous about it, breathe. You'll survive and you'll get through it. I've survived a good number of dates myself. and you can too. So, to recap and boil everything down, be confident, don't be timid. You have nothing to lose by asking a girl out on a date. Communicate your intentions well. Call it a date, let her know where you're at. Say, hey, I don't know where we're at, but I'd like to take you out, get to know you a little bit better. Make decisions, plan ahead, pick her up, open the door for her, pay, and breathe. Let's be men who treat the women in our lives courteously, confidently, and bravely. Chivalry is not dead, although it is pretty sick. We can do it, guys. You can do it. I believe in you. Thanks for watching, and maybe if I get the bravery, I'll make one of these for ladies too. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, bye.